Hi dears, now we are going to learn about the diagnostic test. What is diagnostic test? We'll first understand the meaning of the diagnostic test and how to construct it. These are the things we are going to learn. First of all, when you give test to you complete one unit and normally we give test to the students. After giving test and we evaluate them, and after evaluating, some of the students might have done very nicely, but you have seen that some students have not done underachievement. They might have scored very less, and you wanted to know why these students have scored very less. For this, finding the reason for getting the low marks, we are going to locate their difficulties. That is the main gist of diagnostic test. So I'll write it down here. What it is: to locate and identify, the areas of learning difficulties. That is known as diagnostic testing. This is actually taken from the medical term. Suppose you go to the doctor. Doctor immediately what he will do, he will ask several questions. And after getting answer, then he understands that he locates that where exactly the problem lies. What problem that particular patient is having. Same way, it is a similar role that diagnostic test is also doing. So teacher identifies and our teacher is doing, she or he identifies and locates the area where the error lies, where the students are doing error. So this is what exactly mean by the diagnostic test. So diagnostic test, the following points we have to understand. Who are the pupils who need help? You have to locate, these are the students who need my help. And what are the errors these particular students are doing? And why they are doing the error. So three things you should remember. You should have the following points in your mind. In the mind before preparing. If you want to prepare the diagnostic test, these are the things you have to understand. What are the things? The first one, who are the pupils, I mean students, who need help? Okay, you want to look, first you should locate which students need help. Okay, and next you have to understand where are the errors. Okay, what sort of errors they are doing. The third thing you should understand is what error they are doing, right? You should understand why they are doing such error. Why did the error occur? Another important thing you should understand that why they are doing such error. Suppose you imagine that you have taught simple method of subtraction. Okay, you have taught the students simple method of subtraction, means using the 2 digits, and this is without borrowing. Okay, and you conduct the test, and these are the solutions given by the students. A particular student has given such solution. Okay, you have taught only 2-digit subtraction and without borrowing, and you have conducted the test, and these are the solutions of the student, and you have to locate the error where exactly the student has done the error. Okay, we'll see. The first one is 98 minus 62. Okay, that student, one particular student, I'm talking about a particular student. I'll write it down. Student's name, Mr. Anna. Okay, some student whose name is Anna. So what he has done is 98 minus 62, 6 and 36. Right? And you might have done correct. Okay, 8 minus 2 is 6, 9 minus 3 is 9 minus 6 is 3. No problem in this. Then one more sum is there. 97 minus 67. Okay, what he has done is 37. Right? And you are putting wrong. Not only putting wrong, you should understand where exactly the student have done the mistake. Here is the mistake. Right? He has taken that 7 minus 7 equal to 7. Right? This is the mistake he has done. One more question. Here he has done. Suppose 38 minus 26. Okay? He has done. Answer is 12. Okay? And you have done. Yeah, his answer is correct. So one more sum he has done. 68 minus 61. Okay, he got the answer as 67. And you are putting wrong. Not only you should put wrong, and you should locate where exactly the mistake is. So can you see he is doing this sort of mistake? Okay. Now you have assessed that the student subtracting the same number from same number, 7 minus 7, 4 minus 4, 3 minus 3, yes, he is writing the same answer as 3. So now you have diagnosed that Mr. Anna is having problem here. This is known as, you diagnosed the error. This is known as diagnostic test. What you will do is, in the this is normal test. What you gave here is a normal test. Then you are going to give the diagnostic test. What you are going to do, you are going to add many questions of this type. Okay? Of this type where he is doing error here also. This type you give more questions and you exactly understand that yes, this is where you are confirming it. Okay? This is, you are doing confirmation. Yes, this is where the mistake goes on. So this type of thing is known as a diagnostic error. Okay, and then you should analyze. What you did is you analyzed the answer paper. The answer he has written, not only putting correct wrong, you also did analyzed. You analyzed the answer where exactly that student is doing mistake, and you located the what you located? The weakness or error, where exactly the student is doing the error. So, the aim of diagnostic test is to analyze, not to assess. I'll write it down. What is the main aim of diagnostic test? Is to analyze where exactly the student is doing error. You have to analyze. For that only you are giving test, but not to assess. Not, you are not going to give any marks. Okay. One more student, another student. We'll see another student what he has done. Miss Jane will keep it as what she has done is first question 370 minus 210, right? It is 160. Answer is correct. No problem with this. One more question is 870 minus 353, right? and Jane has written answer as 520. You have put wrong, right? Where exactly the wrong goes? 0 minus 3 is 0, right? Another question, 67 minus 43. The answer is 24. Yes, it is correct. No problem with this. One more question, 39 minus 20. Okay, 39 minus 20, he has written 10, right? 9 minus 0 is 0. See where exactly? 0 minus 3 is also 0, 9 minus 0 is also 0, right? This is what the child has done. Similarly, you have to analyze the other questions also. Okay, so clearly we understand that where exactly the child has done mistake. Okay, so you are going to analyze the answer sheet, right? And particularly you are going to give that particular test. Skill analysis of subtraction performance, right? So you have conducted a test to assess the subtraction skill. After this assessment, you have to find out how many students have not acquired the skill. Here subtraction is a skill, no? How many students have not understood, okay, not acquired this subtraction skill? That is what your aim is. For that particular group, you will have to prepare a list to find the concept which is not clear to the learner or particular step where the learner makes mistakes. So where the step mistake is doing, where the learner is doing the particular step, you are going to locate where the learner is doing the mistake, where the students is not clear. These are the things you are trying to understand. For example, if you see in the Jane's case, what you have found the mistake is wherever 0 is involved, she is not understanding. Okay, carry over borrowing is not done by the Jane. So Jane knows how to subtract, but other than 0 minus 0, she can do it. But 7 minus 3, if 0 is not involved, she can do it. If 0, both are 0, she can do it. But borrowing, she cannot do it. So this is identifying the area of difficulty. What you did is identifying the area of difficulty. So involves testing the problem. This type of test is known as a diagnostic test. So now you try to understand what is the meaning of diagnostic test. Now we will try to understand what is the nature, purpose of diagnostic testing. So what will be the next topic is nature and purpose of diagnostic testing, right? If we consider the arithmetic attainments for both at qualitative and quantitative standpoints, qualitative means how much they understood, okay, whether they understood, what are the type of problem they're doing. Quantitative means where exactly the number, for example, 0 minus 3 is 0. This is the type of quantitative error. So, we 4 tests you can distinguish: accuracy, speed of writing, methods of work, extent of arithmetic process mastered. So what are the things you can think about is 4 main points. Okay, there are 4 main points. What are the 4 main points we'll see? One is accuracy. Second is speed. Speed of writing. Third is methods of work. Fourth is extent of the arithmetic process mastered.